Babe, where are we going?
Indiana, again.
Why?
You tell them why.
I'm buying another car. We're driving through Charlottesville. We left work an hour ago. We have 9 hours ahead of us. Because I can't help myself. So
You cannot. We got a carload of tools because it's broken.
yeah.
And she
It's
has
fine.
to fix it before we can drive it home.
Buy the broken car 10 and a half hours away. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay, we'll be there in 3, 2, 1. We didn't make it.
Nope.
It broke.
Both my dailies have died this week. Both of them. I have 2 dailies. They're both dead.
What have we learned?
AAA is handy at least.
Don't take the car. The alternator light that didn't go away.
Well, no, it came on and then it went off.
And then it went off. And then she downshifted to the top of third. And there was a ping and it stopped working.
I bounced off the rev limiter multiple times on this trip before.
We can't get a rental tonight.
Nope.
Because we're in bumfuck nowhere in Pennsylvania.
Babe, we still have the rest of the weekend. It's okay. And we're just going to have to drive back on Sunday instead of Saturday.
I hate this. Oh, I hate being stuck somewhere.
It happens.
I could have been kicking Mr. Bandit's ass around the moon by now.
Yeah.
Honda Fit, no longer the best car ever made. I want to choke it.
Well, so it's not the original alternator. It's the replacement alternator that only lasted less than 2,000 miles.
Less than that's 1/5 an oil change interval on this is what the alternator lasted.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was from Rock Auto. We'll see if I can get a
I want to peel my
warranty.
skin off. This sucks.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing to do about it but deal with it, so just roll with it. That's where I'm at now. You just gotta roll with it. At least we're gonna get to sleep.
We're gonna get to Harrisburg at 3 in the fucking morning. We would have been.
No, we won't.
We would have been in Indiana by now.
We'll be in
Or by that.
Harrisburg before midnight.
I would place bets we aren't.
Yeah, we'll see. So,
It still has the belt.
it does still have the belt at least.
I've never been in a tow truck so long to where the driver has to get out and use the bathroom. Or one with back seats. This is weird. We're at the Harrisburg Airport.
We are at the Harrisburg International Airport.
We had to backtrack like an hour and a half.
The
but
tow
we
truck
got,
driver missed an
did.
exit. And our Uber driver missed
so
an
we left the car at our friend Dave's house.
Thanks, Dave.
And then
Sorry, Dave.
I realized the airport was here, and I was like, all right, fuck it, we're getting a rental tonight. And we'll see how far we can make it before I get tired and we have to stop. It's got New Jersey plates. We're right at home, motherfucker. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Wasn't us.
Was not us.
Wasn't us. We didn't even get in. I haven't touched it yet. Das Auto. Ugh, new car. Oh no, country music. Fuck off. Oh right, power seats. Where are those?
Yeah, it sounds horrendous, actually. Oh, these seats. This is gonna murder me.
I figured get the German car. I don't know. Toyota wouldn't have been much better.
Nah.
Okay.
Oh, she goes, fuck, you can't see anything out the back. There's a backup camera because it's a modern car.
All right. Okay, so that whole debacle put us what?
6 hours behind?
6 hours behind. I don't know how to operate this car.
No, it's weird. Modern cars are weird.
I don't like
We're
it.
not used to this.
We got like flashbanged by all the lights, and like I miss my 80s Mercedes. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't even work here.
There's too much going on.
Are we almost to where we didn't make it past?
No, we got another tunnel.
One more tunnel?
And a little bit further, yeah.
And then another 7 hours.
Yep.
It's 1:11 in the morning.
Yeah. So we made it 2.5 hours away from home in 8 hours today.
And now I'm in a Volkswagen.
It happens.
I'm in a Jetta.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be a Nissan.
They were like, we have a few options for rental cars. There's a Nissan. I went, no.
I mean, we could have had an Altima. It would have been the fastest car.
They were like, we have an Elantra. I was like, I'm so good. What was the other ones?
Toyota Corolla.
Which was my second choice.
Yeah, no, it was either the Jetta or the Corolla. I'm good with either. Okay, it's dark again. Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's now 1:25 in the morning, and we are back where we were, what, 7 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Oh boy. Did you forget anything? Everyone out of the vehicle? Okay. Shouldn't it be like a yes or no?
No, it just says okay.
Okay. So last night we made it to a hotel in like the middle of Ohio at like 5 a.m. It's now like 9 something. I don't know. Hi. Kids using the automatic driving shit.
It's fancy cruise control with lane keeping.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I look like hell. Oh man.
Yeah, we had a late night.
I don't understand the point of it. It's you still have your hand on the wheel.
Yeah.
It can't figure out curves.
It can do slight curves.
What's the point?
Like, it's mostly doing this one.
I don't trust it. I'm so good.
What have you done?
So we made it to Scooter Shop. This is my new A-class. It's fine. Roll the clip. Okay, we'll be there in 3, 2, 1. We got here first try. We're here. It's already on jack stands because it needs to be fixed. So we brought tools, a new battery, all the filters. This is going to be a fun one because even the oil filter, the air filter, and the fuel filter all had to be imported because they don't sell these here, and apparently all of those are proprietary. So first order of business is it has a nasty fuel leak, which I assume, because I did some light reading on these, is because the fuel filter has like a valve in it. I don't know why, but I think it's closed and it's just building pressure before the filter and it leaked or exploded something. We'll find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Hopefully it's nothing we can't get.
So right now I'm trying to decipher how in the hell these under trays come off. They're like layered. I don't understand.
Hey babe, what are you doing?
This is not cooperating. My hair. Fun and interesting development These under trays are meant for a full height lift because they're hinged. So working on it on the ground. Oh boy. Let's see. Well, there's the tank. And there's the fuel filter. Okay. Oh, it's a metal tank. It's a metal tank. Interesting. And that has actual clamps on it. That's not the constant, the weird 2000s, 90s style of clamp that I was expecting. Okay. So, I pulled the carrier down and took a closer look, and there's some cracking on these fuel hoses. And this line was also kinked. I should have brought some vacuum line, but I can make this work. I'm hoping that the tank doesn't have a hole in it. Because that would suck. I also don't know how I'm going to get up here to change those. Which I don't even know where they end. You probably have to drop the tank down to get those guys. Which would be interesting. So I've left the clamp on the one for the tank, so I remember which one it is. That's from the pump. Yee. And then this line has a bunch of cracks in it that comes out of the filter. I'm hoping that right there is our leak, and I think it is.
And hopefully the only leak.
I don't even say that. Now is probably a good time to mention, because I don't think we did yet. We intend to drive this home 10 hours.
It's less than 700 miles.
That's fine. Nothing. Vice grip garage.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to buy a jack on the way home.
Don't say that either. Okay, so this is a new hose that I brought with me. I swapped all the clamps to better clamps, even though I didn't size them entirely correctly. These hoses are what were on the car before. The ends were pretty nasty, so what I did was I just cut them back a bit to get us home. And I'll swap them out later. And I'm gonna put this back up and we'll see if it leaks. Fingers crossed. This hose is entirely the wrong size, so even with lubrication to get it on, that is as far as it would go. Okay, that is hopefully all the undercar work done. I'm hoping. Now, to open the tiny hood. And I brought an air filter, an oil filter, and some oil. So I'm gonna at least take a look at the air filter and potentially swap the oil. I'm gonna give it a sniff and see. Where's the dipstick?
There's a red dipstick somewhere I saw. Towards the back of the engine.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's so weird. Yeah, it should probably get done.
Yeah.
Where's the air filter? Is it in this? That's so weird. Really? I think so. All right, I'm gonna need the Torx. So I'm very excited about this because I've wanted one of these for years, like kind of half-heartedly, because I think they're dumb. I think they're stupid. I think they're goofy. They're so un-Mercedes. Everyone overseas is like, why do you want one of those? They're so boring. But to a dumb American mind, it's like, this is so dorky. This is ridiculous. Therefore, I want it. Because I wanted one like back before it was cool when Doug's video came out. And then Doug's video came out and I was like, damn, I won't be the first weird fuck in the US to have one of these. Oh well. So I get a text from Scooter back in like January. And Scooter goes, do you want an A-class? And I'm like, odd question to ask me out of the blue? Yeah, why? And homie goes, I have one. I'm like, how do you just have one of these?
Turns out it's true.
It is true. There is one. And turns out none of the shops around here wanted to touch this thing. No one was brave enough but me. I am stupid and or brave enough to touch it.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so sneezy. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's a little mousy in there. I think you replace it by just don't go in the intake. Oh, the intake's to the side, right? So it can't. I'm gonna pull that hot mess out and
Ooh,
put
it
it
is.
down over here.
It is mousy in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna replace this.
I think this is the ECU. It's cooled by the intake air. Because, sure, Mercedes. Why not?
Okay. This is so adorable. Perfect, okay.
Sure.
That's so convenient, yet there's like 18 Torx to get it off instead of just like a few clips. So I was going to replace the battery and the tie down. It's a little handbag. It's so cute. Wait, which way does it go? That way. It just sort of fucks off down the side. If you have it seated correctly, which I don't. Just found this under the seat. That's amazing. I don't know what it is because it's in German, but it's adorable.
Hey, babe, what you doing?
Draining the oil.
You're just gonna hang out down there?
The fucking... Alright, because the... Scooter, do you know what they did with the motor?
What did they do with the motor?
It's angled back like this. So in the event of an accident, it slides under the passenger compartment. For safety. So that means the drain plug is like
Way
a foot and a half behind the rear wheels. Or the front wheels, I mean. It's
a foot and a half behind the rear wheel.
Alright, I'm tired. It was a night last night. If you haven't seen a picture of what this motor looks like outside of the car, please look it up. It's called the M166.
I think you're just gonna have to put one in the video.
No, I'm talking to Scooter too.
Oh no, I've looked it up.
It looks like a cartridge.
Yeah.
Fuel underneath.
Okay, cycling the key. Yep.
Nothing.
Cycle it again.
Nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna try starting it.
It's gonna take a bit.
Is that more clear?
Yeah.
Still no fuel leaks.
Yeah.
Yep. It's alive! Hello, friend.
Welcome back, soldier.
Not seeing anything yet.
If you're not seeing it by now.
Yeah, I think we're good.
So it's running. We drove it up and down the street. We're gonna try to make it home. Would you like to tell the story of how you ended up with the A-Class?
So, this stupid thing. Yes. My boss decided that we needed a golf cart for out here at our wonderful facility. But he was looking online with a bunch of our company friends, and Doug DeMuro's Auctions had this. And instead of buying a smart car or something intelligent that we could have worked on, he bought this. And
which, now knowing what I do, brave. I had to get all the parts from Germany, and they were just filters.
can't imagine what it would have been like if we had to change like a motor or a fuel pump. Would have been great. So he bought this, and we brought it here to beautiful Nowhere, Indiana, and we drove it for like 2 months. One of my employees made it his daily driver all the way to Cincinnati and back. And then it just one day got here and stopped working, and that was that.
And so no shop wanted to touch it?
And no shop in town wanted to touch it. No shop in the state seemed to want to touch it. I called the local import shop, and he went, "Oh, what?" No, and hung up. Even the Mercedes shop was doing the like, what is it? What, huh? You mean like an A200, right? No, an A140 Avant-Garde.
Avant-Garde. You'd have to be a fucking idiot to buy this car. Thank you.
Glad I could sell it to somebody that could actually fix it.
Yeah. Would you like to tell the...
Well, we had to put the logo on it because it's a company car. But the handbrake inside, trains have handbrakes, and because it's a train, and you have to crank them down, and usually on passenger cars, they're inside the car. So we have a bunch of these made up for the trains. I had a spare, and handbrakes inside on this end.
So true. Trains.
Off it goes. Homeward Bound.
I'm driving the A-Class. We're going to the gas station, then it is 10 hours and some change home. Well, we're gonna stop at a hotel for the night, and then the rest of the way home. But this thing is weird. You sit so high up. I'm terrified. It makes so many clunking noises. I think some are the under tray that I have not been able to get the bolts back in because it's all misaligned from doing it on the ground. There's bits of the dash on the floor. Don't mind that. It is in kilometers. I'm going about 60, I think. And the mirror has this weird convex shape so you can see further. It's strange. We're coming up on farm equipment. It really was not happy at first about like having to wake up. Is this guy gonna pass? Are we gonna sit behind the fucking farm equipment? I have Kit behind me and Scooter behind her, so we have support vehicles if anything goes wrong in the first like 20 miles. We made it to the gas station. We just made it to our second stop, which is AutoZone. Kit's in the Volkswagen still, because we have to get an alternator for Kit's car so we could put it back in on the way back, then drop the rental off at the airport, come back, take both cars home. So, also this thing, wait.
Yes?
You want to know what this drives like?
What?
It's exactly like the ML,
Right.
but like shrunken down and lighter and slow.
So it doesn't drive bad.
No, it's so weird. You sit higher than you think you do.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Do you like it?
I love it. It's so goofy. It needs front struts bad.
Does it?
Yeah,
You'll have to see
bushings
how
that
much
are
those
like
are.
the bearings that handle the turn of each one at the
Yeah.
top go bad on Mercedes of this era, and oh boy are they bad whenever you're going over little bumps and they unload a little.
So
you
does
hear
it need struts or just the mounts?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we should check the struts. If they're good, leave them just to the mounts.
No, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
That is the noise they make.
Okay.
We decided we're gonna scare the people at the counter and have them try to put this in their system so I can get wipers. We just found out these are giant J-hooks. I didn't notice when I took them off. So the old ones are going back on, and I had to return the $30 a piece Bosch wipers that I just bought. Oops. The washer juice matches the car. Okay, we did dinner at Waffle House because in Jersey we don't have Waffle House, annoyingly. And I enjoy Waffle House. We're now on the highway somewhere in Ohio, and the A-Class has quite the vibration. It's not the worst. It's not great. It's from like, what is it in kilometers? 120 kilometers, which is like 70-ish, and up. Now, if I were to theoretically have done 93, maybe a little more, I would say theoretically the vibration may smooth out, but I wouldn't know because I haven't done it. I'd also like to point out the gauge cluster has these clear needles in the center, and during the day you can't really make out what's behind it easily. At night, genius. I kind of adore it. I'm gonna say it. This feels like a better Honda Fit. It's cozy, it's comfortable. The steering's nice and light, but it's still really precise. The seating position is high, so it almost feels like you're in an SUV, like I'm looking down on sedans, which is kind of interesting. I'm so tired. It's been a long day. I want to get back to the hotel and shower so bad. I definitely have so much of Scooter's garage floor in my hair. The water is going to turn brown after it comes through my hair. It's disgusting. I look disheveled. I feel disheveled. But at least I'm in the comfort of my Mercedes A-Class. Avant-garde. The vibration. That's not a vibration. That's a Mercedes optional massaging seat. The byproduct is the rest of the car shakes. This is in kilometers. I have not a fucking clue what speed I'm doing right now. I'm hanging out with the rest of traffic right now. It's great. She's still following behind in the rental Volkswagen. We're gunning like 3 hours to the hotel, getting a full night's rest, and then continuing on in the morning, and then fixing her car at Dave's place. He's not even home, by the way. We just dropped a car at his house without him home. This is the second time we've done this too. And it's the second time it was the alternator. Last time it was in Kit's Mercedes wagon, Estelle. Also a brand new alternator that went bad. She has a great track record. With the Fit, her Fit, like the alternator exploding, she downshifted into third, and then it went. Like the top of third on the highway, which she wasn't money shifting the car, but apparently she money shifted the alternator. Gotta hand it to her. Did not know that was possible. Thanks, Rock Auto. This is so cozy. For a little economy hatchback, go figure. Mercedes built a lovely vehicle. Oh no, I just saw Skit up by accident. Oops. I think we've about hit that point in the video. I'm gonna say it. I think Doug DeMuro was wrong. This is, I mean, yeah, it's like a boring driving experience. However, it's got like a really nice softness to it. I don't know how to describe it. It's like cushy. I don't know how to describe it. Fuck, wait. Like, the car itself is boring. There's nothing remarkable about driving it. It's just smooth and pleasant. And, like, you don't really think about it. But when you stop and think about it, you're like, this is kind of weird. Minus the vibration. That'll have to be addressed. I got it. Don't worry. Sometimes I'm a professional mechanic. Sometimes. Like, it's just nice. Maybe I've been driving weird and shitty cars for far too long. Like, I have a 126. All the suspension is brand new. I know what a nice car feels like. For a hatchback, this feels luxurious. This is like leagues above Honda Fit levels of like ride quality. And it's like zippy, but in a soft, linear way. In a way where you almost forget you have to shift. And the longer I drive this on the highway, and the more I'm looking around like at the cars next to me, I'm at like crossover SUV levels of seat height. Like, I'm eye level with the person next to me in like, I don't know, a Subaru Outback or even like a Honda Odyssey. It's like that level of upright, kind of high off the floor seating position, and it's weird out of a little hatchback. And it feels like more substantial than I know it is because of it. It's a really nice, pleasant experience. I think Doug DeMuro was wrong. I'm gonna say it. He was like, this is boring. And yeah, sure, man. But it's nice. And it's weird because it's nice and it's a little shitty economy hatchback. That's what makes it strange. I just looked over at my phone in the passenger seat, which has the speed I'm doing in America per bald eagle per freedom. Kids calling. So I looked over at my phone, which is displaying my speed in bald eagles per freedom. And I was like, ooh. It's like, this is a testament to Mercedes in general. Because this is an old, worn out economy car. Like, the whole front end, I could feel it. Like, it needs new quick struts with the thingies, and the sway bars are probably, or the sway bar end links are probably bad, and that might also be what's clunking. And like, it has a nasty vibration, and like, the shocks don't feel the greatest. However, it drives exceptional for the class of car that it is and the time it came out. And I guess I shouldn't be surprised, because it's got the 3-pointed star on it. And I've driven enough of these to know when they're nice, they can be really nice. I'm like, damn, because the only reason people know these is because they're goofy looking and they roll over when they get scared and fall over when they see a moose. but they're nice, I swear. I'm surprised. I thought it'd be like really, really meh. I've only had what, like, this is hour 3, 4 of driving this thing. I'm impressed. Kit called me specifically to tell me that she's using the automatic cruise And if I get over too quickly and there's nowhere for her to get in behind me, the radar cruise just fucking floors it because she has it set so high. I think she recorded a bit of that, so that'll be in here if it's not already.
So we're out cruising on the highway, and I have the automatic cruise control and the lane keeping assist and all of that on. And this is as close as it'll let me get to V. It's closer than it looks in the camera, but it's, 3 or 4 car lengths back. Not fit for New Jersey highways, I can tell you that much. But the interesting thing is, let me show you. Right now I have it set to 90 miles an hour for the cruise control. So, it'll accelerate whenever she does, because I'm just following along at the speeds we're doing. And how high will it let me go? I've already checked, so it'll definitely let me set it at more than 100. It will go all the way out to 130 miles an hour for the cruise control. This is definitely a German car.
We just got to the hotel. The same hotel we were at before. Kit's standing ominously outside. And Kit, a few hours ago was like, hey, the under tray is hanging down a little low. And I was like, oh, okay, that's expected. We were just on the phone again, about to be here, and she goes, the under tray is like an inch above the ground. And I'm like, what do you mean? How long has it been like that? And she's like, I told you before. And I'm like, you didn't say an inch from the ground before, babe. Huh? That's not an inch from the ground. That's not an inch from the ground.
No?
No.
Well, like I said, I'm at an angle, so.
Was it like pulled down? No, it had to have been sitting like this.
Is it okay?
It's fine.
Okay. It just looked really low from where I was.
It's honestly not far off from where it should be. It's so stupid looking. It's so stupid looking. I just noticed what the key says. Fantastic. I'm gonna check the oil and also do a quick once over. Coolant. How does this come off? Is it literally threaded like that? That's so weird.
You're just gonna keep spinning.
There's nothing in the bottom of that.
Yeah, like I said, it was a little low.
We should get some coolant.
We're at a Dunkin' so V can get her coffee, but we are just in small off-the-highway America. Little hotel, Bob Evans, there's a Sheetz down there, KFC, Cracker Barrel. It is just the most generic thing. Oh, hey, a McDonald's.
Hi.
Hi. So we're...
Wait, hold on.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So we're filling up at the Sheetz.
Because we both did the same amount of miles.
Yeah, we both followed. So this did 7.649 gallons. And the Jetta over here, being a modern car and all, yeah, 5.72. And it runs on regular instead of premium. Ridiculous. Modern cars are wild.
What is she doing? Kid's trying to like back in. We're stopping at an auto parts store because I want to tap up the coolant. It's slightly lower than I thought it was. Oops. Okay, coolant was not that low. It took like a splash. So oops, now we have another full-size jug to add to the stash of like 8 full-size jugs of Mercedes coolant that we have. I have to roll with the window slightly cracked. It's a bit loud because there's no AC, which I'll fix when we get home.
The under tray on the A-Class is kind of hanging down. That's why it's not letting keeping the blinkers on. Yeah, the under tray from the A-Class is kind of hanging down because we couldn't get it mounted quite right because they're designed for working with on a full height lift. They haven't touched the ground, but they do swing down at speed, which is why we're not going that fast right now.
Kit was keeping an eye on the under tray on this because I couldn't get all the bolts back in on the under tray. They fixed my glasses. Because they hinge down. It's meant for a full height lift, and trying to get it back up all together and lined up on jack stands is not easy. So apparently it's low to the ground the more speed I do. So I'm taking it fairly easy until we get to Harbor Freight. That's our next stop. Because Kit needs a 19 crow's foot so we can do the alternator on her fit. An interesting development, the 5th gear synchro is not synchronizing. It just ground on me. Grinded? It was grinding slightly when I put it in 5th, twice. So I'm gonna leave it in 5th until we get there. I don't know if it's clutch hydraulic, because 4th didn't on the downshift. I don't know if it's the cables are stretched from being used quite enthusiastically, or if there's something else wrong. So add that to the list to find out when we get there. Fun. I look like hell. I need my eyebrows done. I need a haircut. And extra help. We're at Harbor Freight. I tested the clutch in the parking lot and it's fine. So I'm not quite sure. I think it may be cable or bushing. So I'm gonna check. Well, the cable ends look good. And hydraulically it's working, so.
Just skill issue.
No, it's probably the fluid.
Yeah.
It's probably old.
You probably need to do the fluid.
Or low. I'm gonna take it really gingerly.
Yeah, just nice and gentle into 5th, match the revs.
Okay.
I've driven cars with it.
I know. Or you can't handle it, you got soft hands.
Yeah. Thanks.
Do you think it works? Should we call them? Should we call them?
No.
Now that it's daytime again, I can demonstrate the shimmy and the brittle broken dash. Vibrating a little bit. It's okay. Little vibration, never hurt no one. This guy's being a fucking idiot in front of me. The truck in front of me is like riding on the rumble strips and then darting back over because he's not paying attention. Also, no more drama in and out of 5th gear. I don't know what that was about. I bought like hex sockets, like a 14 mil, internal hex socket to check the trans fluid level. And now that I have that, it's fucking fine. So I don't know. Maybe it has the wrong fluid in it and it got warm and was just slightly unhappy. Maybe I misremembered the motion for 2 seconds because the shifter's kind of wiggly and loose. But I'll take it because we need to get home. 2-lane roads in PA with people sitting in the left lane. Why is that billboard flaccid? Well, we left Ohio. We drove very briefly in West Virginia. And then as soon as we hit the PA, welcome to PA sign, construction, down to 1 lane. Sitting in traffic, I have no AC. The AC doesn't work. You can roll down both front windows because they're electronic. The rear windows are crank, which is common practice in like low spec European cars to my understanding, but it's strange. We just passed the service area where the Fit had to get towed, which means we are within 100 miles of Dave's house, which means we're in towing distance to either Dave's house or our house the rest of the way home. I'll take that. We're still cruising our way through PA to Harrisburg. The clouds are getting dark, and that flipped open actually last night. I forgot to fix it, but it's gonna be a now problem if it starts raining. Also, as a side note, I adore these blind spot mirrors that are on this. Why doesn't every single car have these? They're phenomenal. They sort of curve, like where your blind spot would normally be, so you can see if there's something there. They're fantastic. We made it back to Harrisburg, and Kit is gonna swap the alternator. Then we got to drop off the rental.
I wish they gave you any room to work on this thing.
I know.
All the room's behind the motor for some
I know.
reason.
Well, if you tilt it that way, like the A-Class.
Well, then you got to do this from the bottom, and that's even worse.
Yeah. I checked the oil on the A-Class. It has not burned a drop, which is good. I was worried because we were doing highway speeds for many, many hours. And you know, it's sitting at like 4,000 RPM in fifth gear at times. There's a bee that flew in and out of here. Ooh. Don't run the numbers on that. That's the speed limit. But I was worried it was gonna thin out the oil. Or it was burning and I didn't know. The lawnmower shut off.
So yeah, you're supposed to, according to the manual, remove the radiator and the fans.
Really?
Yes. But if you twist this just right and you bend the lines just a hair, there's just enough room to sneak it out through there. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Oh yeah, I see that.
what is that? Is that a rock? Was my theory right that we picked up something?
No, I think we exploded something inside it. Oh yeah, no, that's bits of alternator in there.
Lovely.
So yeah, the alternator itself actually exploded.
That's impressive.
Isn't it? Oh, no, it's not going anywhere.
Are you not impressed with the snap-on ratchet?
No, I'm not impressed with the space they gave me. New alternators in.
Yeah, Kit's like, alternator's so easy on these. I'm like, yeah, but I'd prefer to not have to do one every oil change.
Yeah, well, this one wasn't even every oil change. This was 1,800 miles. You change the oil on these every
This is
9,500.
the second time this has happened to you.
Yes, this is the second time I've had a new alternator blow up.
I know.
My car is getting rusty. Well, I'll have to take that in there. You should find the bits.
I got bored and I scraped off some of the sticker from No Sleep Imports, so now it just says Sleepy Ports. We just test drove the Fit. It's charging, it's good. So now we gotta drive back to Harrisburg Airport, drop the rental Volkswagen off, come back to Dave's house, say hi to Dave, and then drive another like 3 hours home. Oh, my lens is dirty. I hope this place stays untouched by time forever. It's so cool. Burger. so quiet in here with the servers off. I realized I never recorded an actual ending to the video, so we made it home. It was really uneventful after getting the fit back together. Here it is. This is how the under trays are supposed to work. They hinge down. Oh, that sounds so unhappy on a full height lift. Yum. Well, that's how they're supposed to work. At least I think. Maybe, yeah. And now you can see the repair. This car is so strange. Here's the drain plug. It is that far past the wheel because the whole engine's tilted. It's so weird. And the alternator is nestled in the oil pan. Is that the AC compressor? All the way here. This is the battery tray, which means the AC compressor is under the passenger's feet. This car is so weird. Ew. But yeah, that's that.
Okay, so my review of this thing so far, I quite like it. It's not something I would choose to buy for what they cost new, but this is the least offensive modern car I have had the pleasure of driving so far. It's okay. The seats are I haven't found a modern car that I like the seats in, but this thing on the highway more or less drives itself. Like, I just kind of set the cruise to match speeds with the car in front of me and set the lane keeping on, and it just kind of chills. I hardly have to do anything, and it's quite nice when I'm tired from a long trip like this. Also, I should mention that as much as I say I don't mind this thing, I hate all of the touchscreen controls and all of these touch things. They attempted to make them tactile like buttons so that you can, you know, find where they are, but you really have to take your eyes off the road still. And the steering wheel buttons don't quite cut it for doing like HVAC stuff. And I have to say, I'm glad this car can almost drive itself, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to work half this stuff.